The Old Man and the Sea, 38, second part. So sometimes, a great movie will be a one with lots of contemplation, one where nothing happens, right? Uh, and I believe that it's just by watching, in the case of cinema, right? Just by watching many, many movies and respecting each one of them, and watching them with attention, and really trying to get what the movie wants you to get, right? Really diving into that world. It's just by doing that that you can differentiate good things from bad things, regardless the nationality, regardless the genre, regardless if there are explosions or not. Let me give you one more example. Guys, if you watch, for example, Fast and Furious, I'm sorry if I'm offending your taste, but watch Fast and Furious, paying a lot of attention to all the scenes, it's just superficial emotion and superficial. What do I mean by superficial? It's just this idea. Look how easy it is, right? I am a guy with my car and Joseph is the other guy. So we start a race. So I'm almost winning, and then Joseph is now almost winning, and now I'm almost winning again. And now Joseph is almost winning because some part of my car broke, and Joseph is much ahead of me, much ahead of me. Oh my God, I think I'm going to lose. And then I have a super button there that I press, and there's a, I don't know, super blaster whatever, and then in the last second I won the race. That's a lot of emotion. See guys, this is what I mean by superficial. I can have the same structure over and over and over, just changing the color and how nice the cars are and how many explosions there will be, or the same thing but in the snow, the same thing but in the air, the same thing but in the space, and then I can continue doing that on and on and on. Well, so for me, for example, it's impossible to watch Fast and Furious without realizing that if you continue watching, it's just because you love that superficial pleasure, of explosions, of beautiful cars, of women wearing, very revealing clothes and things like that. Or you are there just because you were hooked by a certain kind of question that has not been answered, right? So, will the guy win the race? Will the guy die? And this is just curiosity. This is just curiosity. This is not art. Okay. On the other hand, for example, there's a movie called Baby Driver, which is a regular car race movie, that is just fantastic, right? The car chase. Of course, my job here is not to analyze the movie, right? But the car chase, the pace of the movie, the kind of rhythm the movie has, because the main character there likes music, and then there is a relation between those two things. All right. On the other hand, I like, for example, Japanese animations, mainly by a very interesting movie director called Hayao Miyazaki. Okay, some people pronounce it differently, like Hayao Miyazaki or something like that, doesn't matter. So, for example, Spirited Away, in Portuguese it was translated as Viagem de Chihiro. Another one is Totoro. I think in English is My Neighbor Totoro, but in Portuguese is Totoro. I think it's Meu Amigo Totoro, something like that. Ponyo. There are many beautiful animations, and in Japanese animations, at least in Hayao Miyazaki's ones, there is the action and etc. It's a regular move, but sometimes the camera stops and just contemplates a scene. Okay, now I have seen people that they take on themselves that they like Japanese animation. Then every single animation that is released, they say, wow, that's so nice. Why? Because it's Japanese and it's an animation, and there are those, contemplation scenes. So they think they are following their taste. They are following a fetish. What is a fetish? A fetish is like you judge reality by some parameters you establish to yourself, and you don't pay attention to what is in front of you. Okay? So after Miyazaki's movies, I have watched many movies that are very, very bad, and they try to copy, they mimic, right, everything Hayao Miyazaki does. It's Japanese, you have those scenes, as I told you, but they're just copying, they're just monkeys mimicking, so you have to be able to tell the difference. You have to be able to tell the difference between a good movie and a bad movie, a good book and a bad book, if you want to be inserted in the high culture. And again, it's not your parameters that are going to tell you if this movie is good or bad. It is the movie, or it is the book itself that is going to tell you. Okay? But that means you have to be very open to a lot of experiences. And that means you have to be ready to disagree with many people, because in the end, when you're talking about literature, people don't matter so much. Look, oh, maybe you'll tell me, oh, this book is not so nice because it's about, it's just a guy that the whole book he's just fishing and nothing happens. Look, your opinion doesn't matter so much. And you should know that even for yourself, your opinion doesn't matter so much. What matters is the book. And if you pay attention to the book that is bigger than you, then you're going to get your opinion from the book. And I know this is kind of contradictory, but this is the way things are, Just because I don't have an opinion about cinema, then, because I don't have that opinion, then I have a very strong opinion about cinema. Why? Because my opinion is not my opinion. My opinion is actually the reality. I base my opinion, or I base whatever I say on what I have seen, and I pay a lot of attention to what I have seen. So in the end, when I talk to people about movies, it's not exactly my voice that will be speaking there. Yes, it is my voice, but it's a voice I acquired from good books. It's a voice I acquired from good movies. Okay, I know it's a huge digression, but all of that to show you that until the moment I revisited this song I told you about, I had this outside opinion on music, right? Wow, it's sertanejo. By the way, guys, sertanejo is sertanejo, country music is country music. Those are two different things. I thought, it's sertanejo, right? So I don't like it. So I was having my opinion, right? I had my opinion, but my opinion was based on me. And because of that, I overlooked some beautiful songs, right? Let me see if I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, on the other hand, when I opened myself up to, the songs in general, then I know some sertanejo songs are very beautiful. I know, for example, that sertanejo universitário, the huge tendency is to have shitty songs, right? But if I'm open to it, and let's imagine somebody says, you should listen to this sertanejo universitário song, it is beautiful. If I really want to say, have an opinion about that, I have to give up my opinion. That is, remember, my opinion, Thiago, person, my opinion is I don't like Sertanejo Universitário. I have to give up my opinion and listen to that song openly, open-hearted. And then I'll listen to the song, I'll pay a lot of attention to the song, I'll give the song all the credit the song may ask, and after that I may confirm my opinion that most Sertanejo Universitário songs are bad, and or all of them so far are bad. Okay? So again, by giving up my own opinion, I'm going to have a stronger opinion. Okay. Again, guys, that's not to say that I'm not going to have, some statistical facts. For example, I can tell you that among all of the songs, Sertanejo Universitário songs, I've heard, I don't know, 99.9% are shitty, just shitty, Okay, so keep that in mind. Of course, guys, about music, I'm excluding the fact that many people don't listen to those kinds of songs. They dance those kinds of songs, so it's another function. We're not talking about that. We're talking about having a strong opinion by giving up your own opinion, okay? Because again, your opinion will come from greater authority. It will come from Hemingway, for example. It will come from reality itself, okay? Well, big digression, but I would like, it's important for me, because I think my job here is to present to you that kind of culture. This is what we are doing here by reading Hemingway, okay? So I would like you to listen to that song open-hearted, right? Or open-heartedly, right? And then you will get it. Because in a part of the song, now we finally go back to the old man here. So the old man's sentence was, "Don't think, old man," he said aloud. "Sail on this course and take it when it comes." A part of that song goes something like that. Penso que cumprir a vida seja simplesmente compreender a marcha e tocando em frente, como velho boiadeiro tocando a boiada. And then the song goes on. And I think those two guys are talking about exactly the same phenomenon, right? So let's go back to the penso que cumprir a vida seja simplesmente compreender a marcha e tocando em frente, como velho boiadeiro tocando a boiada. So, look, a guy that is herding, cattle, he knows he's going to go through difficult periods. He knows that, many things will happen. But he never stops and thinks, well, I'm not going to do it because I don't know the meaning of life, and I don't know the meaning of all this whole experience, and I have to doubt, am I really here, or is this all an illusion? Am I in a matrix? Am I a butterfly that is sleeping and dreaming that it is a human? Yeah, wow, what is true? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. The guy there, he doesn't understand life in its theoretical aspect, as the old man here. The old man doesn't understand life in its theoretical aspect. If you go to the old man and ask, can you explain life to me? He won't know what to do. But those two guys understand life, in my opinion, much more than many 99% of philosophers and people who study meaning and highbrow stuff. Okay? So again, what do they understand? They understand life as a practical thing. So they don't understand as a conceptual thing. Penso que cumprir a vida seja simplesmente compreender a marcha. So that life is here, that you will have to go on, and then you just go. You just go. And then you take it as it comes. Don't think, old man, he said aloud. Sail on this course and take it as it comes. In other words, compreenda a marcha e vá tocando em frente, como um velho boiadeiro. You know, he doesn't understand a lot, he can't explain a lot, but he goes on. Okay, I'm going to open another link so that we can continue reading. Another video, sorry.